Don't forget, you gotta tap that ash. Tap that ash. But that thing sounds terrible. That's better. Yeah, that's better. No more shaking. I ain't faking. A whole lot of shaking going on. Well, it is the end of another day. I'm out here enjoying a cigar. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about what it is to be a father, share some personal stories. Thank you very much for joining. I'm really excited to have you here. Today was the day I mow the lawn. It's been about 2 weeks and it was really, really long. I couldn't take it anymore. When I mow, my children love to be a part of the process. Typically they run up to me. I've got a riding lawnmower. They run up to me and they want me to pick them up and have them ride along with me. It started from my eldest down to my youngest. They all know when it's time to mow, it's time for a ride. My eldest doesn't ride with me as much anymore because she sits so much higher than me, but I still make it an effort to have her join me on the mower because it's important to me. It's important that she gets that opportunity to ride along, to experience what her siblings experience. She sees them riding so much and I don't want her to feel left out. My son loves to ride along as well. He's always really quick to join me. He's fallen asleep on me a few times. It's really funny whenever I'll be doing the lines back and forth and I feel him starting to drift off ever so slowly. It really brings a smile to my face. Now, my second child, she likes to ride with me as well, and my youngest is an absolute fanatic about it. One thing I noticed was my second child, she was the one who had the surgery. She stopped running up to me. She rode with me after she had the surgery, but it was a little awkward trying to get her situated. Her legs had to be a specific way, and it was somewhat painful for her. She stopped asking me for a ride, and it really kind of bothered me. Not so much that I was mad, but I just wondered what was going on. So one day I was mowing and I stopped, and I went and picked her up, and I brought her onto the lawnmower with me. And I went around with her and I asked her, I said, why did you stop asking me to ride? Do you not like riding with me anymore? And she said, no, it just hurts. And that broke my heart because I know how much she wants to be a part of the lawn mowing experience. It's really enjoyable for her, as every child does. They enjoy that excitement of being with their parents. It's something they look forward to. I get to do what my dad's doing. I get to do what my mom's doing. They want to be right there in the mix. So it really did break my heart that my second was not joining me because it hurt her. Well, when she told me that it hurt, I asked what hurt, and she said it was the bumps whenever I would go too fast. So I started going really, really slow over the bumps. And the first time I hit a bump and she tensed up, I felt her body tense up, and I went slow over it. She got so excited and she turned to me and she goes, Daddy, it didn't hurt. And it made me so happy. And so we rode around for quite a while. It was probably about 10, 15 minutes riding that she got to experience again because it didn't hurt. And the next time I mowed, she came running right up to me. She goes, Daddy, it didn't hurt last time. I want another ride. So that as a father is extremely rewarding to me. My youngest is 18 months old and she is the biggest lawn mowing fan in the family. When I turn the lawnmower on, she's inside. She will run to the window and I see her screaming, ah, 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 wanting to come join me. She thinks that it's her job to mow. She usually is on there longer than anybody else. She usually will stay on long enough to fall asleep. So if she's needing a nap and she's not going down, her mom will bring her out to me and just hand her to me. And we go around, over and over and over the whole lawn. We have an acre. It takes me forever to mow when I have my children with me. But what I will say is that I wouldn't change that time for anything. If you have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There is nothing better, nothing more enjoyable than doing something and having your child come right along with you. It's an opportunity for you to teach them, to see how they would process the situation, what solutions they may come up with. It's an opportunity to ask them how they would handle something. It's ultimately an opportunity for you to set them up as they grow up. And as parents, there is nothing better than watching your children grow. When I mow the lawn by myself, I can get it done pretty quickly. When I mow the lawn with my children, it takes me half the day. Sometimes if I start too late, I actually have to finish tomorrow, which is actually what's going to happen tomorrow. I have to finish mowing tomorrow because I had my youngest came back from the pool. She wanted to ride with me. We rode around. She fell asleep, but she didn't have a diaper on, and I did not want to have everything all over. I didn't want to have everything all over my clothes or my lawnmower. So I had to end my task early, but I know that I completed my task of being a father, and that is so vital. If you are a parent, if you are a father and you have children, please don't begrudge them when they want to join you in those little tasks. There's nothing more rewarding. There's nothing more satisfying. If you have not experienced that, I really encourage you to take that time. Don't get frustrated whenever they say, Daddy, 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 I want to do, whatever it is. Whatever you're doing is the best thing in their world, and they want to be right there with you. So please don't rob them or yourself of that opportunity of bonding with them, of experiencing with them the daily routines, because it's not the big events that is going to stand out the most in their life, and it's definitely not the big events that are going to set them up for who they will become. It is what happens on a daily basis. Spending time with them daily is where you will see the greatest return on investing as a parent. Tonight I just wanted to read something to you from Psalm 127. It says, "Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it. Unless the Lord guards the city, the watchman stays awake in vain. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he gives his beloved sleep. Behold, children are a heritage from the Lord. The fruit of the womb is a reward. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior, so are the children of one's youth. Happy is the man who has his quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, but shall speak with their enemies in the gate." I took that scripture to heart that says, happy is the man whose quiver is full, and my quiver is full. I have 4 children. It is absolute madness and chaos the majority of my day, but I would not trade it for anything. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you had a good time hearing about my children. I hope that it encouraged you to spend time with children in your life. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. If you liked the content, give me a thumbs up. Share it on social media. If there's anything that stood out to you or any stories that you want to share, please put those in the comments. And as always, if you are in the Lebanon area and would like to join me, I would love to share a cigar with you and change the world.